Hello everyone, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Pitstop in Purgatory. This is episode 4. Last time, Astrid was trying to get some answers from the guide down here about the strange shadow creature she was seeing, but he was being less than useless. So, she was trying to work out a way to get him to help out, and came up with a plan from Smiley, the always smiling shade. And through some finagling, she finally got his help too, though once again, he had to be a trickster about it, trying to make us get Locke's coin back. Or a coin that Smiley had already stolen from him. He wanted us to steal it back for him. We didn't want to do that, so we came up with a different solution through a magical wishing well, turning a spear plate into a golden shiny coin for Smiley. Smiley then gave us our help that we would need to speak once again with the guide, who told us that he knew what was going on with the shade in our room. In fact, he'd instructed the shade to come visit us again. So he knows quite a bit more than he lets on. Or than he's willing to share, at least. But anyways, last time we ended off returning to our room. And I'm just gonna load up the save here. And we were faced with this choice. Warning, you're about to make a pivotal choice. We are supposed to be about to be meted by the shadow figure again, and Astrid had the idea to think of one of her friends, or think of someone, to come to her aid. I've been thinking about which one I want to go with, or what is probably going to be choosing a route to go. I'm probably going to do something here. I'm going to finish out one of the routes with one of these two choices below, either Rahel and Locke. And then I'll probably come back to this, maybe in a week or two after I finish this run, put something else there, and then go with the other route. Or it might be one after the other. I'm not sure if I'm going to have something in between them yet. Yeah, for this first route, I've been thinking about which one to go with. I love both characters, and with both characters, I don't actually know where this is going. It could very well turn out to be romantic choices. It did feel a little bit like there was some flirting between Astrid and both of these characters. There was definitely some flustered moments where they would throw a compliment or two at each other. Both Astrid and Rahel, and Locke and Astrid. But for this first read through, I think I'm gonna go with Rahel. Let's see. Rahel, I know this is dumb, but can you hear me somehow? Nothing. I should have expected as much. I guess I'll... Knocking on my open door. Come in. Hello, Nipperkin. You know, I started with Rahel because I'm not entirely sure. I think I like Rahel's character more than I like Locke's, but I've already fallen in love with both of them. But I probably should have put into consideration that I'm better at Locke's voice than Rahel's. I also could just be completely mispronouncing her name this entire time, but that's another story. Hello, Nipperkin. Rahel, it worked. What did?
I thought about you, and now you're here.
Oh, she sounded very excited about that. Oh, my dear Gabe Seed. I'm delighted to hear that you remember what I said. Somehow, I'm finding it hard to forget anything you say.
Aw.
Nibberkin. Well, I'm trying really hard to find out who I am and why I'm here. It might be selfish of me to ask this, but could you say something that makes me feel better? Anything at all? I will try. I've been in Purgatory longer than any Barashio I've ever met. The first 20 years went by slowly as I tried to accustom myself to this new existence. It often felt like a curse being here, as it probably does for most people. When I was alive, I was very curious. I loved the learning of new things, odd things, spectacular things.
Aw.
I was difficult for my father to handle. Was he your only family? My mother died giving birth to me, so yes. It was common in those days, unfortunately. I regret never having known her. I'm sorry for making you remember that. Don't worry, Nipperkin. I will continue my attempt to make you feel better. I realize after all those first slow years that maybe this isn't a curse after all, but something far greater, full of possibilities. A chance for me to continue learning. Today, I definitely know much more than any brother of the quill I ever met when I was alive. Oh yes, she did give us some more pages in our pamphlet, describing what some of these words she means. Though a brother of the quill was a writer or a scribe, I think was written down, so... yeah, she knows more than any learned person in her time. The advice I'm trying to give you, Nipperkin, is...
Even when your very beliefs are shattered, there is always a new day tomorrow.
I definitely feel like I'm doing a poor imitation of her actual voice. I'm trying. I'm sorry if that wasn't what you wanted to hear. Oh, Rahel, it made me feel much better. Thank you so much. It was my pleasure, lovely Gapeseed. Hey, there's something I need to do, and even though I don't really want to, oops. Didn't mean to open that. I think I have to do it alone. So, if you don't mind... Oh, of course. But please remember, you're never truly alone. Just think of me and I'll find you again. I promise.
Until we meet again, Nipperkin.
Until then, Rahel. It felt comforting talking to her for a while. It's amazing, really, that I've made a connection like this in such a short time. I suppose being here under these extremely weird circumstances really brings us together. And on that note, it looks like I'm about to have another kind of company. Come out, wherever, whoever you are. Astrid. Yes, that's me. And who are you? Look back. Look back. Look back. Yes? Look back on our time together, all the things we've shared. You're saying you want to throw it all away. And for what? For acting. You can't keep being this selfish. The choices you make affect us both. What the... I'm in someone else's body. I can't move or speak. Are you going to tell me about being selfish? You're never home. That's me talking. So, this argument is between me and that shadow? Are these memories? You know why I'm never home. I don't have a choice. I'm helping people, and I'm supporting us. You just love playing the hero, don't you? I help people too, you know. After GGG premiered, that one reviewer wrote that it changed his life. That's called inspiring people. When was the last time you did something like that? He was being sarcastic. No one actually likes those exploitative and demeaning B movies. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to imply that your work is...
Go to hell!
It's just... It's so hard, Astrid. We're not listening to each other. 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 What the... What was that? I don't remember any of it, but it really seemed like me. Does that mean that I know whoever this shadow is? Or at least knew at some point? That must be what the guide meant about this being directly connected to why I'm here. I need more answers. And maybe I should bring someone along. Warning, you're about to make another pivotal... I saw a pop-up there. Was that like an update to one of these pages? I didn't get a chance to read what it said. Ezra has something new here. We haven't read this one yet. This one is a real piece of work, Miss Braid. Some shadows actually end up quite satisfied with things in Purgatory, and despite my best efforts, I can't seem to get rid of them. And believe me, I've tried quite a few tricks. I don't really mind her in her case, though. I even give her some special abilities, because, well, I felt like it. However, I know worry that I might have inflated her dreadful ego to gargantuan proportions. The best thing about her, she knows her place. Now that's a quality I like in humans. Okay, was there anything else? Was there something new for the weird shadow? Nope. Oh, the waiting hall, this is something new. Here begins and ends the journey of every human who enters Purgatory. I stand here every millisecond of every day, constantly welcoming poor fellows such as yourself, Miss Braid. It's a good thing that I'm omnipresent, otherwise the logistics of it would be a nightmare. While here, don't forget to try out the extremely uncomfortable bench. The wishing well is also a nice, pleasant source of water for you to enjoy. Apparently humans like those. What else? Oh, there's a couple more things in lore, I think. The other side. What's on the other side? The eternally recurring question. Actually, I'm not sure. No, that's not a lie. Oh, that's a lie. I know exactly what's over there, but I'd never tell you. Why spoil the surprise? I can tell you this much, though. Once you go there, you're not coming back. And I think this is the last new thing? Connections. Let me be very clear on this, Miss Braid. Nothing happens by chance in the Purgatory. The ones you see here are the ones you're meant to be seeing. You may think that physical objects and thoughts themselves, somehow links you together, and by all means continue to think that if it has you feeling reassured. However, you're quite honestly just wasting your time. You silly time waster, you. Even in his writings, the guide is exactly the same. Oops. But I just wanted to read through that before dealing with this. You're about to make a pivotal choice. Ask Rahel for help or go alone. This, I'm assuming, and I know I just closed this, but I'm opening it back up again, has something to do with these little segments down at the bottom of these. Complete Act 3 solo route to unlock more of Astrid's and the guides pages. Rahel requires the Rahel route. Locke and Smiley are both Locke. Oh, I guess Weird Shadows attached to the solo route too. So that puts us in another predicament. This is going to be 3 routes then. I'm going to drop another save here. What do we do first? Do we do the solo route? That will give us more lore on Astrid herself, and give us more of her backstory, I think. But our connections with Rahel would take a bit of a dive, I think. We'd still be friends, but I don't think any else would develop after it. This is a very important choice. I want to go with Rahel, but I think going it alone would be better for our first. I'll do 2 side bits with the Rahel and the Locke storyline. So, yeah, let's go it alone, I guess. Actually, it wouldn't be fair to drag others into this. After all, this is about me and no one else. It's definitely better this way. Act 3. Cruel are the thorns of the delicate flower. Solo route. That last line before we got to Act 3, Act 3 pop-up kind of makes me regret going to solo. But hey, we're probably going to play through all the routes anyway, so might as well start somewheres. So, what's next? I should try finding the guide. Oh, we get another new music for Act 3. Okay. But it was just a bum-ba-da-bum-bum. That opening bit there, I was sure how I felt about it, but once we introduced some more instruments into the mix, this is another real good song. Miss Braid, I've been expecting you. You have? Of course. I did not expect your thirst for knowledge to be so easily sated. But at the same time, I must admit to being a fair bit... What's the word you humans use? Ah, yes. Is that German? I have no idea what that says. I also have no idea how to pronounce that. One second. I'm gonna pause recording for a second to find out what that means and how to... Okay, sorry about that. After Googling this word and finding out that there are 0 information or pages about this word, it's not apparently in any dictionary or any language. Don't Ukto? Let's go with it. It's probably terribly pronounced, but I have no idea what that says. Oh wait, sorry, wait, that was demon language. I should have just tried it and gone another couple of lines. Okay then. Oh sorry, wait, that was demon language. Demon language? Please forget that you heard that. Anyway, the actual word I was looking for is dumbfounded. I figured that's probably what he meant. I had no idea what he was trying to say. So let me try that again. I am a bit dumbfounded on account of the fact that you chose to proceed without a friend. An odd choice considering your circumstances, wouldn't you say? Hey, don't mock me about it. It was a hard decision. I just went with the solo route because it felt like it gave the more information about more characters. I felt like it would be selfish of me to drag others into this. It's like you said, this is my journey. Right you are, oh selfish one. Selfless one, not selfish. And for that, you've earned the right to uncover the whole truth. Ding, ding, ding. What do you mean? Oh, I was trying to imitate the sound of a victory bell. Was that not clear? Not that. The part about uncovering the whole truth. Oh, of course. You must forgive me, it's been an exhausting millennium. I have a game set up for you, Miss Braid. Let us adjourn to your room and I will explain everything. Alright. No need to look worried. I promise you'll get exactly what you want. This doesn't sound sinister in the least. Nope, not at all. Him saying that somehow makes me even more worried. Yeah, I'm beginning to think maybe he's not entirely trustworthy. When did you have time to change clothes? Oh, please. Still with those juvenile questions? You can't apply human rules to how I operate. Haven't you realized that by now? I suppose I'm just a slow learner. So, are you going to tell me about this game now? Will it help me find out what or who the shadow is? Oh yes, that thing.
It's a mental projection of your dead boyfriend, which has taken a physical form to serve as a reminder as to why you're here.
I had a feeling it was probably a significant other. With how that whole conversation was playing out. I guess we're at a loss for words after that one. What? You're dropping all of that on me just like that? Sure, why not? You need to know that in order to proceed to the next part. Though he's kind of like a ghost? Dang, Miss Braid, get with the program already. It's really not that hard to understand. You died and your boyfriend died, but unlike you, he actually found peace in death, though he's not in purgatory. What you're seeing is just how to put this so that your delicate mind will properly understand.
It's a mental projection of your dead boyfriend, which has taken a physical form to serve as a reminder as to why you're here.
Well, really just gonna repeat that, huh? He definitely sees us as some sort of child he needs to talk down to and try to reason down with. You just gave me the same explanation again. Oh wow, I guess there isn't an easier way to describe what he is then. No matter. You'll understand eventually. Now, let's talk about the game. I don't want to play games, I want to learn the truth. And you will, by playing the game. It's a win-win situation. Why am I here? How do I get out of here? What happened to my boyfriend? What happened to me? These are but a few of the questions that will soon be answered. Seems like I, once again, don't have a choice. That's right, you don't. Stop reading my mind! So you're going to go on a good old-fashioned scavenger hunt. And everyone you've met in Purgatory are going to help out. They are? Yes. Doesn't that just fill you with excitement?
Aww.
Of course, some of them had to be convinced to lend their aid. But they should be ready and willing to stand you by now. Stand you by now. Yo, I did read that right. I thought I read that wrong for a second. I've made sure of that. You'll visit each and every one of them and complete the task that they give you. Each task will yield a piece of the puzzle as well as an item. And once you have them all, return to me. It's that simple. What puzzle will I be getting a piece of exactly? You'll see. Alright. I'll go get started then. No more follow-up questions? Would you answer them if I had any? Probably not. That's what I thought. Your first stop is the shadow who always smiles. Oh, one final thing. Should you find any of the tasks too challenging, I may be able to dispense a hint or two for you. If you ask very nicely, that is. Noted. Good luck, Miss Braid. You just gonna chill out in here? Okay, I guess we're off to meet Smiley then. Hey Smiley, what you got for us? Astrid! Oh, thank everything that you're here. What's going on, Smiley? That rude man, he put us all in the box! The what? Yeah, that's what he calls it. How do I explain the feeling? It's like getting your consciousness ripped out of your body and placed in a small tight space. You're basically just existing in a small box, powerless to do anything. I've been stuck there since this whole thing began, and once you finish my task, I'll be sent there again until you're all done. That's terrible. Why would he do that? To control us, to torture us, or maybe just to laugh at us. Who knows why he does things? I'm so sorry for dragging all of you into this. It's not your fault, Astrid. Once he decides to do something, it's just going to happen that way. It's nothing anyone can do. I'll finish this as quickly as I can. I promise. That's great to hear. Hey, look, you saying that even made my smile come back. Smiley, nothing keeps you down. There you go. Now, are you ready for the first task? Lay it on me. Then you must solve this riddle. I am a circle round and round. 4 of me on the wall can be found. What letter am I? Oh, right. He's blocking the sign, but I'm really certain there are 4 O's in the Ouroboros sign. So... he's just asking for a single letter, right? So I think it's just that straightforward. I knew you'd figure it out. Here's your reward. Received the green coin. It's just a coin that happens to be green. It almost looks edible somehow. Next on the list is Ezra Beth. You should... Smiley? He's gone. Well done on completing the first task, Miss Braid. Where's that voice coming from? Oh, right. I'm in your head. And I do mean literally inside your head. What? Oh boy, this sure is an interesting place. Get out of there! No. I have to roost here temporarily in order to transfer this information. Information? Yes. Please enjoy a small piece of the puzzle. Huh? Here we go. So we're gonna talk through everyone we've met and get these little short pieces here, I'm assuming. What the? Where am I? I'm in someone else's body again. A memory? It hurts so much. Why didn't I listen to Mom? The past version of me. She's bleeding from her hand. I shouldn't have used that knife. It was way too sharp. Am I going to bleed to death before the doctor gets here? No. Please, I'm so young. I haven't even started a movie yet. Please don't tell me this is how I died. Someone's knocking on the door. Hello? I'm Dr. Voluminous Casarecci from, St. Casarecci Hospital. I'm your, that is to say, may I enter so that I can, help you? The door is open, just come in. And hurry, I'm bleeding to death in here.
Of course, of course. I shall administer first aid right away, miss.
Wow, that might be the most beautiful doctor I've ever seen. I wonder if my past self thought that too. Yeah, she definitely did. I'm Astrid. No time to talk, I'm afraid. You're bleeding profusely. Yes, because kitchen knives are too sharp. I'll have this sorted out in no time. I think his voice has changed like 4 times. I should probably stick with the one, huh? Lucky me. Now this might sting a bit. Doesn't it always?
Huh.
That should do it. You'll live to face another day of reckless cooking, Miss Astrid. Thank you so much. I was so afraid. Truth be told, the wound wasn't that deep. Though, of course, it's only natural to panic when you start to, bleed. Well, I'm off to yet another house call. This one will hopefully involve less blood. Can't you stay? Just a while. Oh, I suppose I do need a break.
And it would be bad practice not to make sure my patient is alright after the, surgery, I suppose.
I don't know how to emulate voices. Great. So, can I ask you, is your name really Voluminous?
Huh.
Yes, why? Oh, I'm sorry, it's just a weird name. I'm calling you Vol.
Huh.
I suppose it is a bit weird. And also, why is your surname the same name as the hospital you're from?
Huh.
You're just full of questions, aren't you? Well, it's actually my parents' hospital. I started working there just last month. Fresh out of med school. Oh, so you just started working and you've already saved at least one life. Mine? You're a hero, Vol. Oh, I suppose I might be just a bit of a hero. You want some coffee? I'd love some. Do you have espresso?
Sure do, Pasta Man.
Okay then. I think I have an idea where this might be going. Because my surname is Italian? That's a bit offensive. No, silly. Because when I look back at this event, you'll always be the man from the past who saved my life. I've shortened it to Pasta Man because Past Man sounds dumb. That's, quite forced. But I'll allow it. You're a strange girl, Astrid. That's what they say. Voluminous. So, you're the shadow. Or at least it's supposed to look like you, I guess. It's like scenes from a movie I didn't star in, even though in this one I actually did. We really seem to hit it off, too. I wish I could remember more of him. I need to hurry. Ezra Beth is next. Okay then. Ezra Beth, what you got for us? Ezra Beth? Again with the name rude, with the rude name calling. That's me, I guess. Yes? I don't really want to talk to you, so just solve this dumb stuff and get away from me. Sorry for... Shut it. I'm eternal, your final breath. The clock does show the time of your death. What number am I? I'm gonna go back a little bit. I am eternal, your final breath. The clock does show the time of your death. I'm assuming, what time does this clock say? It's... That top one's the minute hand, and that one's the... one below is the hour hand, right? I'm assuming it's just going off context clues that it probably means 6? I'm gonna take a shot at it. There we go. My numpad was apparently... I apparently have Num's lock on, because my numpad just wasn't working right. So I had to go to the line across the top. 6? Like the clock? Yep, there we go. Yay. Now take this thing. Received the U-shaped thingy. Great. Another strange thing with no obvious use. So, who should I go to next? The weirdo in the corner. Hey, that's rude. Ezra Beth? Gone. Just like that. The second task is complete, Miss Braid. It's time for another small piece of the puzzle. Oh, right. I'm here again. The guide said that my room in Purgatory was designed with my preferences in mind, but I'm only now realizing that it's actually the same exact place as the one I lived in. It's him. Astrid, you know that I had my reservations about moving in together, as, your apartment is quite modest? Hey, not everyone comes from a rich family. It was either this or living with your parents' constant disapproval. Which is why, if you had let me finish, you'd hear me say that I'm very happy about how all of this worked out for us. Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just used to people being disappointed in my ideas. I find myself being constantly pleased by them. And my parents' inability to see the passion you have for your dream is their loss entirely. That is to say, yes? The most astounding girl I've ever met. Wow, and that's coming from an actual doctor, too. A real hero. That's how you know it's true. And better yet, I feel like my big break is coming soon. That new movie about the darkly clad girls fighting evil? Goth girls, yes! I've been getting into character ever since I went on my first audition for it.
Huh.
Really? How so? Haven't you noticed my skeletal hairpin? What? Was that supposed to be like ribs or something? Did I not notice that before? I thought it was just I thought it was just like white strands. It's supposed to be like bones? Cool. No idea about that one. The one you always wear. Yes! It's a gothic accessory, hello!
Oh.
I had just assumed that to be, well, a normal hairpin. more the voluminous on this one. No way. I'd never wear something like this usually. It's 100% a character thing. I mean, what if I died and I'd be stuck wearing this forever? Oh. Hit in the nose, hun. Hit the nail on the nose right there, hun, Astrid. Oh, so when we die, we look the same forever? That's a thought. Of course, that's what it's like in all the movies, after all. And movies are always right. I'm not so sure about that.
Huh.
Anyhow, would you like some dinner? Oh, can we have pasta? What? I'm craving it. Just go ahead and say it. Say what? You know you want to. Alright. I can't hold it anymore. Pasta man.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Still a bit offensive, though. Sorry. Here's something hopefully less offensive. I love you.
I love you too.
Why did his I love you get voiced, but hers didn't? It's a little strange. I would expect them both to be voiced, if they were gonna voice either of them. So yeah, happy couple, but things go wrong. He seemed so happy. What happened between us? I should talk to Rahel next. Rahel? Niporkin? Are you alright? I wish I could say that I am, but that awful place. Oh, I'd rather not talk about it. That dirty boy, I'm so sorry. I do not blame you, Niporkin. And I'll be fine. Instead, focus now on the wordplay I will present you, so that this unfortunate situation become nothing more than a Banbury story. Oh, right. I am night. I am one with the dark. I am the tunnel into which you must embark. What color am I? I want to say black. I can't think of what else that would be, so I'm gonna say black, because it's asking for a color. And the departure tunnel outside is just a wall of darkness, if I remember correctly. So I think black is the answer. Yep. There we go. We get the happy little tingle. Tingle. Dingle, tingle. What? I'm bad with words, apparently. What is it called? The chime. Let's go with chime. It makes more sense than dingle. I knew you'd figured it out, Niporkin. That's wrong. We're still talking to Rahel. Why did that change to Ezrabeth? Now, please take this. Receive the elusive book. It's a book with an interesting cover. However, all the pages seem to be empty. Any idea what I should use this for? Unfortunately, no. I see. Now proceed to the one who always drinks for your last challenge, and hopefully then things will become clearer.
I believe in you, Nipperkin.
Thank you, Rahel. Rahel? She's gone. No. Oh. 3 tasks complete, Miss Braid. Your progress is quite simply astonishing. You've earned another small piece of the puzzle. Yes! I'm actually sort of getting used to this. Astrid, what's this about unpaid bills? Oh, lay off. They always send a reminder before anything actually happens. But this is a reminder. Actually, it's the 3rd one. I'll handle it, don't worry. It's just... I said I'd handle it, alright? I'm in the middle of prepping for a really hard scene, so I'll pay the bills when I get home from shooting it. Using my money. What? Sorry, I didn't mean that. That's why you whispered it, because you didn't mean it. I was under the impression that we shared money. It's a bit hard to share when only one of us ever has any. That's a low blow. I'm sorry, it's just... well, money's tight right now. I haven't been getting that many shifts lately, and that movie of yours seems to never finish wrapping. It's an artistic piece, it takes time to get right. And I understand that. And I want to be supportive, but... But what? I'm just asking you to not neglect our home and... well... us. So I'm neglecting you now?
I'll go for a walk.
Dinner's in the fridge. You can heat it up whenever you're finished rehearsing your scene. I'm sorry, Vol. Please don't go. Dang it. Maybe I should... No. Things will turn around soon. And then I'll shower him with gifts. You'll see. Everything will turn out fine. Just as long as this movie gets made. I don't remember any of this. And it's really hard to look at. But I have to keep going. Locke's next. That should be the last stop, right? I feel really bad for both of them in this situation. She's trying to follow her dreams, and he's trying to live his life with her, but sometimes things just don't work out right. Locke. Locke? Are you there? When I get my hands on that... yeah, jerk. I'll be punching him all the way to the end of that tunnel. I'd love to see that. I've got something for you, and I hope you'll sort it out quickly, because that place sure ain't pleasant. I'll do my best. Rubbing a lamp might yield 3, but you should be happy to get even one of me. What am I? I think that one's pretty easy. That one's just looking for a wish. Wait, they even gave us a wish right now joke in the previous episode. So, wish it is. That's right, lady. You know who wanted you to have this. Received at the last breakfast. It's a painting of cute animals eating some food together. Yes, you read that right. Okay then. These things just keep getting stranger. I bet. Locke, I have to go now, but this will soon be over, alright? Just one thing.
Tell that bastard if he...
And he gets cut off. Locke? Not again. All tasks are done, Miss Braid. See, this is why you're my favorite. Whatever I put you through, you always succeed with flying colors. His favorite? And now another small piece of the puzzle. Things sure are heating up, aren't they? I'm ready. Showtime. Once again.
Look back on our life together. All the things we've shared. You're saying you want to throw it all away?
Here we go. And for what? For acting? You can't keep being this selfish. The choices you make affect us both. What the... This is the moment that I saw before. Are you going to tell me about being selfish? You're never home. You know why I'm never home. I don't have a choice. I'm helping people, and I'm supporting us. You just love playing the hero, don't you? I help people too, you know. And GGG premiered. After GGG premiered, that one reviewer wrote that it changed his life. And that's called inspiring people. When was the last time you did something like that? He was being sarcastic. No one actually likes those exploitative and demeaning B-movies. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to imply that your work is...
Go to hell!
I think this is where the scene cut off last time. Let's see how it continues, though. It's so hard, Astrid.
We're not listening to each other.
Wait, no, it was here that cut off. Alright, you know what? We're both clearly very tired. Leave the car for repairs tomorrow morning. Then we'll drive together to your parents. And after that, we'll figure things out. How does that sound? Alright. I'll get the car fixed. I won't forget. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Good. We'll get through this one way or another. You really think so? Yes, I do.
I'm the pasta man, after all.
Oh, this is actually very sad, because they very clearly care for each other. It's just, there are always things that get in the way. What does that have to do with anything? Nothing, but it always seems to make you happy. That's true. I'm starting to remember. But no, that's... I should get back to the guide. I think we're probably about done here on Act 3. We're getting into what I think might be the final bit of backstory. Miss Braid, back from the gauntlet. You've done so well and learned so much. I have. Did every single step have to be a riddle, by the way? I hate riddles. I know you do. Why do you think I designed the game that way? But don't worry, your quest is now over. After just one last riddle. Seriously? Yes? But first, take this. Received the toy car. It's very cute. And also red. Thanks. Don't mention it. Now be sure to take your time, because answering this last conundrum correctly will lead you to the true grand prize. Bring it on. Look at your items. See them form a name. This is the reason. This is your shame. Ooh. What emotion am I? Green coin. U-shaped thingy. Elusive book. Last breakfast. Toy car. Guilt. Guilt over what? We're about to find out. And to no one's surprise, Miss Braid hits a home run. I'm done. You are. And now you'll get to witness something that no human has ever seen before. Your very own death. Enjoy. Wait, I can't see anything. Oh yes, we've decided not to show all the gruesome imagery. For trauma prevention reasons and all. So audio will have to suffice. Now, shh. Is that a car? Is she, am I Driving? Alright, Astrid. Take a right at the next exit. I know the way, Vol. It's my parents' home, remember? Oh, of course. I just wanted to help. You're coming in awfully fast there. What the? The brakes! What about them? The brakes aren't working! What? The repairs! I forgot! I'm so sorry! Astrid, why didn't you get it done? Why do you always? It's no use. You have to make this turn, or there's a huge light ahead. You're going to crash into it. No! It's blinding me. I can't see anything. We're going to die, and it's all my fault. I'm so sorry. I love you. I love you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you. I love you. I love you. We've got a high-velocity car crash on the interstate. 2 people. 1 deceased. 1 gravely injured. We're bringing the injured woman in right now. Coming in hot. Immediate medical attention needed. Over and out. And there you go.
I did it. I got us killed.
Thank you for reading that. I don't think I could have put that much emotion into it. Yes, that's right. Well, indirectly, but still. Hence the guilt thing. As you may remember, if you arrive here, it's because you have something to make peace with. More often than not, it's a complex emotion. Of course, it's a lot easier to start the process of acceptance if you actually remember your whole life. But then again, kickstarting the memory bank of humans usually makes for a fun little side activity here in boring old Purgatory. For me, that is. Leave me alone. What's that? I said, leave me alone. Fine. Come meet me outside when you're ready to leave. You're kicking me out just like that? Of course. I mean, you may be one of the most entertaining guests we've ever had, but your time is up.
Aww.
It's always sad to say farewell to a more favorite, but I must be strong. But I'm just a mess right now. I've not made peace with this at all. Was all of that a lie too? Are you just going to send me through that tunnel with no closure at all? Closure, huh? You're right. I believe you actually do need another push in the right direction.
Now, don't ever tell me that I can't be nice.
What is he planning? See you soon, Miss Braid. I wonder what he meant by that. Astrid. Huh? That voice. It can't be Astrid. It's coming from outside the window. Enter. Where am I? Is there anyone here? Astrid. Yes?
Excuse me. I'm looking for a beautiful movie star. Have you seen someone who matches that description?
Is it me? Honestly, who else?
Vol!
It's really you. I can't believe it. I'm so sorry. I forgot about you, and then I heard what happened, and I'm so sorry for getting us killed. I should have gotten the car fixed, but I don't know why. It's because you're human. Humans forget things. However, before we continue talking, you should know. I'm not really the human Voluminous. I'm only your memory of him. Oh.
Huh.
However, as far as illusions go, I'm quite advanced. As such, I should be able to predict fairly accurately what he would say based on what you say. Do you follow? I think so. So, do you have anything you'd like to ask me? Well, the guide said that you managed to find peace in death, and that's why you're not in Purgatory. How can you be at peace after what I did? You died so young, and you worked so hard to support us when I was out following my dreams. I feel so guilty, Vol. And looking at you now is so hard, because I miss you so much. The reason why is simple. It's because I don't have any regrets. Sure, our economy wasn't exactly through the roof. Well, we may do, right? And I always knew that your dreams were part of the deal when we started dating. Sometimes it was frustrating, yes, but I never once regretted being with you. That's true, even of the way my life ended. I see. I remember your final words. You said, I love you. We were about to lose our lives, and that's what you said while I was panicking and screaming. That might seem strange, but don't you recall? When things went bad, I always tried to keep my cool. So in my final moments, I closed my eyes and kept repeating it. Because it made things easier. Oh man, I really didn't deserve you, did I? Of course you did. Please don't say ridiculous things like that. I need you to understand that it's alright to rid yourself of the guilt. You have to move on.
You don't belong here.
That's what he meant. Thank you for saying that. Another thing. Yes? Where are you right now? That is a difficult question that I unfortunately can't answer with absolute certainty. But I do know that wherever the real me is, he's doing just fine. Is there... Is there a chance? Yes?
Is there a chance that you're waiting for me? At the end of that tunnel? Will I ever meet you again?
Is that what you want? To meet me again?
Is this last bit all voiced? Nope. As soon as I ask, the next line isn't. Of course. More than anything. I never got to give you what you deserve. I had it all figured out. The movie was going to be a big hit. And then I'd buy us a trip to Italy, and you could show me all the great places to eat. And now that will never happen. Oh, Astrid. You do know that I never actually went to Italy, right? I wouldn't know where to find anything. If there's a will, there's a way. Pasta man. Alright, that time it was clearly offensive. Let me have this. Just this once. Fine. You're exactly like him. As I should be. Did you know that you were the only man I ever loved? You never told me that. I figured I'd have time to do it eventually. But hey... Hey, why do people die? Questions like that are a bit outside my expertise. Unless you're talking, well, biologically. I know the biological part of it. I'm trying to be philosophical. I forgot that was never your strong suit. Got that right. Well, I guess we die because we do. What kind of answer is that? There's nothing I can say that that hasn't already been said in hundreds, maybe thousands of TV shows and movies. In that department, you're the expertise. You're the expert, not expertise. So, maybe one of those explanations will do. Amazingly, I don't think movies are the answers this time. That would be a first for you. Oh, shut it.
I still love you.
I know.
Thank you, Han.
Hmm?
Did you have any other questions? Just one more. Could you hold me for a while?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Oh, that's some beautiful artwork.
I wish I could say that I, like you, have no regrets. Leaving my guilt behind, it feels like an impossible challenge. But when I look into those eyes that I fell in love with, that day you came knocking on the door, entering my life. If it's you saying it, then maybe, just maybe, I can. And in this moment with you, I think I may just be at peace.
Oh, my eyes are actually starting to water up a little bit. I'm back in my room. I guess the only thing that remains is to, well, leave. Trying to look around. Done. Bye-bye, earthly and afterlifely possessions. Where I'm going, I suppose I won't need you. Well, maybe I'll keep one of those books, in case I ever get time to read on my journey through the tunnel. I don't think I've ever actually read this one before. The Tragedy of What Could Have Been. A biography of Astrid Braid. What the? Someone wrote a biography about me? Based on my performance in Gothic Goth Girls? Hot dang. I always knew I'd make it. Too bad I had to die first, though. Oh, at least you're posthumously famous. Anyway, I'm definitely bringing this one. Alright, time to go.
Hmm?
Welcome. Before we go, did the pamphlet stuff get added now, or do we have to wait until... Nope, still hasn't been added. So maybe after this bit. Welcome. I trust everything is in order, so that you may finally leave. I guess I won't be needing any luggage, so... Absolutely right, Miss Braid. Oh, I almost forgot. I had prepared some well-chosen words of farewell, but unfortunately I find myself too tired to read them. So I instead shall leave you with this. We'll meet again. Enjoy the trip. Toodles. Wait! Hey, you stepped all over my majestic exit. Sorry, but... you are a jerk, Guide. The things you do to people here are inexcusable. But letting me meet him one last time, that was really nice. Wasn't it, though? I'm not a bad guy, I'm just very bored, you know.
Aww.
And unfortunately, my idea of fun hasn't really caught on among you humans quite yet. Then again, having room for improvement is a good thing, so I'll take it. Maybe there's hope for you after all. Hope. Now there's something. Miss Braid, I'm actually going to miss you. And I'm not even saying that sarcastically. Now then, reiterate. Doodles. I guess this is it. I'm about to dare the unknown once again. I wonder how long the walk will be. I can't even see the other side from here. I guess I'd better get started. You never actually answered me, you know. I asked if we'd ever meet again. Oh, right.
So, will we?
If that's what you truly want, I think there might be a chance.
Once... This game's getting to me in the end here. My eyes are watering again. That's all I needed to hear. What is it, my love?
It's just. I think I can see. The light.
New gallery items and pamphlet entries unlocked. The Tymedust game. Writing and programming by Tymedust. Artwork and visual design by Alcinous. GUI and user interface by Scholastica. Music by Tymedust, Endigo, and J-Hove. Or Jove, not sure. Rena Cruz as Astrid Braid. Joyce Orlees as Lock Moon. Rahel, that went by too fast. Undead Lover as no. Sound engineer, Izzy Ander. That names for the voice actors was too short. Sound effects by Zap Splat. Guest artist. Artist fired. Demon Thistle. Moonteller at Totes Studio P. Special thanks to my team, my boys over at Emil's apartment, the RunPy and DevTalk Discord servers, and of course, my wife. Thank you so much for playing. We'll meet again. Congratulations on finishing Pitstop in Purgatory. However, there's still much more for you to do. Another story mode has now been unlocked, allowing you to easily try the game's other routes by letting you start at the end of Act 2. Enjoy! Thank you! That just makes it easier. Another story. Let's check out the gallery. Some backgrounds. That's the main background in... Oh, that's really pretty. Backgrounds, scenes. Nothing in extras unlocked. Interesting. Let's go back. If I just load into our most recent QC file, does that save the pamphlet entries we should have gotten, or do we have to wait until we go into? Oh, okay. The pamphlet has updated. I forgot where we read to. Here's the last thing we read. It's talking about how she's a hero in a story where the guy is breaking the fourth wall. But here's the new stuff. In life, it turns out, you had a lot of not-so-heroic traits. A dreamy nature caused domestic issues as well as your eventual death. Oops. But don't be so hard on yourself. Living is tough, or so they say. I've met a lot of humans, and not many of them were as interesting as you are. You should take that as a compliment, wherever you are, and however you're reading this. Thank you, guide. What about the guide himself? That's where it ended before stuff. Turns out, oops. Oh. I accidentally right-clicked, and I ended up closing it. Turns out that I might not be as nice as you had originally hoped. I'll admit I enjoy the occasional fun on the expense of Purgatory's visitors. But you would too in my shoes. After all, I've seen everything. The rise and fall of entire worlds. Again and again. Eventually, everything becomes kind of a boring blur. Even greater beings need to get their kicks somehow. And luckily, you came along, which made things less mundane for a while. I appreciate that, Braid. Luminous. The Romeo to your Juliet, as it were. Or at least he was at one point. Humans often say that opposites attract. I always found that strange. But in the case of you two, I suppose there was some sense to it. Until there wasn't anymore. You're asking me if I know where he is now? Oh, please, of course I do. But that's a story for another time. Weird shadow. Here's where that ended off. If you ask me, dear old Vol looks a lot better like this. Preferences being what they are, I suppose. But remember, it's not really him. It's a figment of your imagination. I'll keep repeating that until you finally understand, Miss Braid. Okay, so there's only one more character unlock. We'll get to that on one of the different routes, I suppose. Anything new in locations? Nope. We already read through all of these. Lore. I believe we read the other side. Yes, we did. Connections we read. The box. I'll admit that this might not be the most pleasant of my side activities, but hear me out. Actually, no, I'm not going to defend anything. Listen well, Miss Braid. Sometimes humans just need to be reminded of their place, and when that doesn't work, I quite literally put them in their place, get it? In the end, you're all just objects for me to put in a box. That's the very nature of a greater being. Sorry, not sorry. So, that's that. I'm gonna head back to the main screen. I'm curious what this is. Complete all 4 story routes to unlock this. 4 story routes? There's a 4th story route? How do we get that? I'm wondering if there's a solo with Rahel, where you chose Rahel originally, and then a solo where you chose Locke, if those are different? Because obviously there's the Rahel route, and there's the Locke route, and there's the solo route. I'm curious where the 4th one comes in. But, anyways, that's a story for next time. This has been the first ending for Pitstop in Purgatory. And it got to me a little bit at the end there. This game is like beautifully written, and it's just awesome to look at. And I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I will continue to enjoy it for apparently 3 more routes, not 2. We'll see what those are about. Well, thank you for watching. This episode went a little bit longer than the other Pitstop and Purgatory episodes, just because I didn't want to split it into 2, because I figured we were pretty close after 45 minutes. It just went 30 minutes after that. But anyways, my name's Dangerous. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time. Goodbye.